So the next topic we're going to go over, some people know about it or seen it passing on I-20, but we're going to chat right quickly about the guide plant that is right off of I-20 on Millhaven Road. So a lot of people have heard about the plant, people call it the guide plant, or they just not really sure what this large building is on Millhaven Road right off the interstate. So what do you know about the guide plant from what you've just seen?
So very large facility, and from what I have kind of come across, the investor who owns the place has been trying to pretty much get someone in there.
He's been trying to get a tenant for years
and even invested a lot of money to try to build it back up. It's a fairly old building.
I think the building was built in the late 70s. Yeah, it was built in the late 70s, and he said, it's big. It's actually 425,000 square feet. So, I mean, it's this huge building, but it's old. But the investors out of Ruston, when he bought the building, he sank a bunch of money into it to hopefully get a tenant. But now they're coming to realize, or they came to realize, so this is since October 2017 that they made the decision that they're just going to tear the building down, or they are tearing the building down.
Yeah, and I think the struggle that they were having was that they had, quite a few people that were interested in it, but they were only interested in specific sections of the building,
right,
and not the whole entire building itself.
Right.
So from not having the whole entire building, being used, that's leaving a lot just,
right. If they let one tenant get this, certain spot, and they wanted a spot with a crane that was close to the railroad, if you let one company have that spot, then that kind of diminishes the value for the whole thing altogether.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of what they were having trouble with, and so they just pretty much decided it might be, there's more interest in the land.
Yeah. So a little bit about the land. So the land itself is 182 acres. So you might not notice or see. I mean, it looks like a big building, but 182 acres. I mean, that's
a lot of land.
That's freaking huge.
Yeah.
But where the building is on this 182 acres, they got a railroad track that essentially passes in the backyard.
Yeah.
So people are interested in it because it's a large spot right off the interstate with a railroad access, and then they have the airport. The airport's only 3 miles away. The large company who is interested in it, I mean, that's, it said that this is one of the best potential locations between Mississippi, Louisiana, and all of Texas. So, I mean, that's a huge thing. So, again, people had interest in it. They would see the building, and they were deterred because of the building. So that's why they are tearing down the building. So one of the last things that I heard of that was a potential occupant for the building was, I don't know how true or not this was, but I got it from a source that is a business owner right across the street, that it was Amazon that was supposed to move in to the plant.
Yeah.
So, so they were in talk with Amazon to have an Amazon distribution center out of the plant, and they just couldn't come to terms. I guess something, just again with the building, they ended up not wanting it and walked away from the deal. And I'm assuming that's what triggered okay, let's just level this place and
just start from scratch.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're going to probably do a lease to suit kind of thing and build whatever a company needs and do a lease to suit type deal. So we'll see how that goes. The demo on the property started back in November. That's going on, and we'll see who moves in. So, I mean,
I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see what kind of large companies, because it's fit for not just your little small mom and pop businesses, for a huge
right.
company.
I mean, some huge business is going to end up right there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have, again, we have CenturyLink, who's a large business in town, and we have this prime real estate spot that's right off the interstate and railroad and, airport and all this stuff. Someone cool, I'm assuming someone with an internet backing who needs a lot of transportation, almost like what Amazon was thinking. I think that's who's going to end up there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be a whole bunch of different kind of things. It could be an infrastructure type thing, but so we'll see. We'll report on it when that comes around.
Yeah.